it's important to communicate this philosophy of command position with a Rolls-Royce, where although the car is tall, I mean, there's no pretense about making it a sporty, low-profile car. The big payoff is that you sit high. And command position, I think, is probably one of the key reasons why SUVs, Range Rovers, etc., 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 are now so popular.
Definitely.
Because you sit so high, you can see so much better.
Yeah.
And Rolls-Royce understood this years ago. They knew that you had to sit high to have this feeling of being in control. And a point about this is the fact that even though the car is very large, if you can see these front wings, you can thread a needle. It's amazing.
You really can. It's quite easy to drive down narrow streets.
If you'd gone for an aerodynamic dropping wing, which we could have done, and just curve this down, we could have done it. But if you couldn't see that corner from the driver's seat, it would have been a lesser car. And I can only point out a lot of people say they're great town cars because you can drive around in heavy traffic. You might not want to, but you can position the car very accurately in heavy traffic.
Yeah.
And the stress levels go right down because you just sit there and you are lord of your creation. And it comes down to these corners. So it looks like a styling whim, but it's absolutely basic to the owner's experience of the car. One of the few things that we did to the Camargue was because my boss at the time, Fritz Feller, he wanted some reference because the Camargue, excellent though it is, was very, very flat across here. And I don't know if you can bring to mind an infinity swimming pool where you have a pool that appears to just go off the edge of a building because you can't see where it stops. And with the Camargue, there is an infinity bonnet. And you genuinely don't know where that corner is. Well, you do eventually because you get used to it eventually, but it loads the stress up of driving, in my opinion. So we actually put a marker there, a lit aluminium, nicely shaped block, which you could see, and it made a lot of difference. But when you keep that in the eye view, you've solved the problem.